Sometimes, the more things change, the more they stay the same, as the Avs prospect pool has developed and grown and improved quite a bit over the past couple of years. For one prospect, it's been pretty much the same with minimal growth. That prospect is Cam Morrison. It's safe to say his collegiate performance just has not lived up to being picked in the second round 4 years ago. Morrison supposedly had a contract offer on the table for the NHL last summer, but ultimately decided to go back for his senior year at Notre Dame, saying he wanted to dominate the NCAA. While I do believe he had a solid season, dominate is certainly not the word I would use. He's still the same player he was, as already mentioned, and there are plenty of things to like about his game. He has a very good shot. He has a nose for the net, is regularly at the net front areas, can clean up rebounds and help create goals in tight, and honestly even has some decent playmaking ability deep in the zone, helping his teammates create and able to go in and dig out pucks and get them to his teammates in quality positions. This is all well and good, and Morrison actually started off the year with a bit more offensive consistency than we had seen out of him. Now, there is the continuing debate of how much of this is Notre Dame's utilization of him, sticking him almost solely in that net front role, rarely giving him the opportunity to create and work in the offensive zone from other areas. But at the same time, he's got to find a way to produce in the role that he's given. Morrison's biggest problem, in my opinion, is that he struggles to drive play individually. When Notre Dame struggles, Morrison struggles, and no, it's not the other way around. At times, pace of play can be a bit of a concern, and at Notre Dame, that's really not that much of an issue, as they do not tend to play very quickly. And to be honest, at times on the rush, Morrison seems okay. It's more in quick reaction situations when the defense is smothering him that some issues crop up. Still, when the team was able to produce well, Morrison was not a passenger. He was actively contributing. He just needs help around him to be able to do so. And to be honest, no one still knows. He may be able to produce more and create more for himself if given a bit of a different role in the pros. We just haven't seen it yet. Another plus to his game is he does seem to be one of those players that has a knack for scoring big goals. Almost every single year of his career at Notre Dame, when they go into their end of season tournaments, he comes up with big ones late in games to either tie or win a big one. So, there are some things to like here. The problem is, this isn't anything new. I haven't added anything. If you go back and watch my video for Morrison last year, it probably says the exact same things. On the season, Cam Morrison had 13 goals and 14 assists for 27 points in 37 games. Based on those statistics and his season as a whole, I'm going to give him an exactly average C grade. His status as a prospect just didn't change at all this season. I don't think it went down. I don't think it went up. He's the exact same player he was last season. The good news is the Avs were willing to offer him a contract last summer, so hopefully that offer still stands and Morrison will get a crack at the pros. It remains to be seen if there is anything there for Morrison in a different role outside of Notre Dame. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't. At this point though, Morrison still hasn't been signed, which is a little bit curious considering during this quarantine, many NHL teams are going out and signing many of their prospects. The reality is Morrison's expectations had been diminished significantly already well before this season, and that's where they still stand. So it's going to be an uphill battle for him, even if he does get that contract and can turn pro with the Avs organization. That is the end of this Prospects season video review. Thank you for watching. You know the drill. Head on over to the DNVR for more hockey coverage. I know the content has been a little bit off and on with all of the stuff going on in quarantine and all of that, but still plenty more prospect highlights and reviews, as well as, depending on how things shake out with the NHL season, the NHL versions as well. So keep it tuned here. I am Rudo, and I know it can't replace hockey, but if you're looking for something to do, if you want to hang out with a bunch of hockey people, I am regularly streaming, as is AJ Hafley and other members of DNVR, over on the new DNVR Twitch account, DNVR_sports. Highly recommend you check it out. Come hang out with us and maybe give us a follow on there as well.
Avalanche time, come on, grab your friends. We're going to the playoffs again with Nate the Dog.